Hello, and welcome back to another channeled message of the day. My name is Cassandra, you can call me Cass, and I'm going to pull some cards for you today so we can dive into what the channeled message of the day is for you and gain some inspiration from the Curious Creatures Tarot deck. And so I'm going to shuffle them up and see what comes through. Thank you, Source Energy, for flooding into this message today, giving us the inspiration for what we could use to hear today. Whoa. This card came out and landed on me like this, and it's balancing. It looks like it's the Ace of Wands. Yep. So that one comes out first. Something a little bit magical within you. I'm also noticing there's like a castle back in the distance, if you can see that. There's like a castle. So a lot of magic, a lot of fantasy type of energy, mystical energy that's coming through. And then we have the Page of Swords. You'll notice the hummingbird, little hummingbird, big hummingbird, all of the pages, the birds. Let's get one more here, and then we'll look at the back of the deck. This one here, the Eight of Wands. Notice it's a turtle that's actually going really fast. So just note that little sign there. And then at the back of the deck, we have the Devil. Okay. Immediately what's coming through is there's something at the back of your mind that has been pulling you away from actually moving in the way that you would like to. Like this Eight of Wands energy is quick movement, it's communication, it's travel. It's really going quickly. And so I did bring up that turtle for a reason. So this is a turtle that we know, turtles typically are slower creatures, but in this instance, this turtle is going quite fast. And so the Devil is coming through to remind you that you may have been identifying as a turtle, yet you have way more capability than the story goes, right? It's like the turtle and the hare, where like slow and steady wins the race, and then the hare is like just going so fast. I don't even know what happens in that story, but basically what's coming through is if you have been identifying as a certain personality type that says, oh, I could never do that, or, oh, you know, like, I'm just picking up on people really comparing themselves. Some of you are comparing yourselves to me. Some of you are tarot readers. Some of you are energy readers, or Reiki workers, or things like this, and you're like wanting to actually express it out there on the internet and want to, because we have the Page of Swords too, which is communication, which is, you know, this technology that we have at our fingertips here. It's using that and reaching a lot of people. So some of you are actually holding yourselves back with the way that you've been identifying yourself. And so what you've been doing unknowingly is you've been putting yourself in a little bit of a cage where you've been holding back from using your power, from using your magic to its fullest potential. I mean, this journey of life is stepping into our power, stepping into our potential. So it's no longer potential, but we're actually using it. And so I'm really picking up on this energy of you're just like sitting in this potential and making yourself feel like you are not able, or at least you're not able to do it now, or you're not able to do it quickly. There's something that has to do with communication and the way that you're speaking, the way that you're putting a message out there, wanting to say something, wanting to create something. With the Ace of Wands, this is using your passion and really getting your fire lit and actually using it. The sign Aries is also coming through, which is like, let's go, like let's bring this to fruition, let's actually take action here. And so there's definitely action that you are truly ready to take, even though you might feel like you are not where this other person is, or you don't have these credentials, or you didn't go, like you didn't have enough life experience, or you didn't read enough books, or, you know, all of these things are coming through. Is like you really have this desire, and it's a deep desire. It's not just this egoic wand of like, oh, I want to be out there and just like say things so people can look at me and like, and just like be fans of me. this is not the people that are watching this video. You want to put your message out there for a really beautiful reason, and Source has actually given you this heart's desire because it is already yours. And so this is what you're really being called to claim now, and to actually really take action towards it. And so this, some of you are like, oh no, but I don't know what action to take, or how do I do this? Or it's very much in the head, which is that Swords energy of like overthinking and like being scared about being a beginner, being scared to like truly be seen for what you really have to say, for the things that you've really experienced. And it's not this regurgitation of information, it's actually what you have within you. It's a lot of information. It's just, I'm like also seeing DNA strands. I'm definitely seeing a lot of books, but not in the sense of like reading. Like I said, like you've read, it's not like you need to read this book and then you can. It's not that you need to take this course and then you can. It's that you have so much information. Also, the Akashic records are coming through. And so we'll do a little activation here for you to really tap into the Akashic records, because to be honest with you, this is what I do with these channeled messages of the day. I literally am tapping into the Akashic records, which is basically the overall consciousness of everyone and everything on this planet, and even beyond sometimes, but mostly it's like the consciousness of everyone that has lived. And so there's so much information that you can access without necessarily opening up a book to read it in order to gather this information. And so just like I tap into the Akashic records to do this reading, it's not that I'm like trying to do these 3D things. I have a book here, which by the way, I highly recommend it. Everything has cat bites on there. So that could be a sign for you too, is like cats being all up in your business. It's really a matter of accessing the Akashic records with where you are now, with what you are now. There's also books about the Akashic records, and I'm telling you, these are things that are very helpful in the process, but you have the ability, you have the power. Like today, Spirit is just reminding me to remind you that you have access now. You don't have to do anything differently. And this is really strange, but my voice is sounding very different than I've ever heard it before. Just the tone of it, the sound of it. And so with my voice like being very present in my ears, in my mind, you're actually being called to use your voice, not necessarily, doing this online, but as a meditative practice where you tone, where you chant, where you sing, where you even just like practice certain things like channeling the Akashic records. You can really tap into other dimensions even, which is a little different than the Akashic records, but you can tap into other dimensions simply by using certain tones and certain sounds, and using that sound frequency in order to allow your body, allow your spirit to really consciously access something that is so, it is a little bit beyond our total understanding in our conscious minds. And that's why a lot of us hold ourselves back, is like, I don't understand how, so how can I? And you're really being called back to like, this is a co-creative experience, and the how will always get figured out when you actually allow this desire to live in your heart and to be expressed through your throat chakra. Now I'm really feeling my throat chakra. I'm feeling into my ears. Hushikayon, hushikayon. Okay, I want to do a little activation here to help you access the Akashic records. This consciousness where you can really access so much information, where you can literally tap in and download this information almost as though you have read certain books, but you don't actually have to read them. It's just this information that downloads. So this is light language that has the intention behind it of really connecting you in with the Akashic records and in with the frequency that kind of just like downloads this information into you. All right. Hu shiki siki, hu shiki siki, hu 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 Oh, shiki, siki, oh, shiki. Ay, oh, shiki, sikayon, oh, ikayon, tiki, siki, ay, shiki. Hi, oh, shikayon, brai, siki, hi, oh, ikayon, nikasiki, oh, shiki. Hi, oh, iki, sikayon, hu, shiki, oh, wiki, oh, wiki, oh, baka sikayon, shiki. Siki, shiki, hi, o, sikai, onkai, o, sikai, brai, siki, ki, and I'm just being called to invite you to really connect your energy to the center of the earth, almost as though there's a cord coming out from the bottom of your spine, connecting to the center of the earth, allowing yourself to be fully grounded as we connect with these Akashic records. Hayoki Siki Ion, Hayoki Siki Ion, Hayoki Siki Ion, Hu Shikai Si, Hushiki Siki. Siki. It is already yours. You are already there. He Siki. Some of your conscious minds are fighting this a little bit. Your conscious mind can just take a back seat and allow your subconscious to really just take in this information, almost as though you're about to fall asleep. You can take a couple deep breaths and just allow this information to come through your subconscious through the form of light codes. Hai shikayon, brai sikayon. Hai shikayon, brai sikayon. Sikai. Hushiki, brai sikai, Ayoka sikai, yo ho, Yoshiki, and so it is. It was really interesting when I was just doing that light language, because those sounds really have not come out before in that type of way. Sometimes my light language sounds like it's a certain language that I kind of have the same sayings, and that carry that same frequency, but that was very different. That was really like up and down. It was very much like bringing this information together. And that's why connecting in with the earth is important, because there's so much that's going on, so much that's downloading. To be really grounded in it, to ground in that information is key, because it's one thing to receive information, but it's another to actually integrate it and to allow it to seep into your DNA. Like I was seeing that DNA earlier. So also someone asked me, I just want to finish off with this, like someone left a comment, and thank you for leaving comments. I love getting them. Love hearing your feedback. Someone was asking about my hand dancing, and I love the way that she put that. And so this is light codes. This is just a way to express certain information, and it's not something that I'm consciously like, okay, I'm gonna put my hand here and I'm gonna do it here. It just is happening. It's moving through me. It's energy that's moving through me, and it's expressing through these hand movements. Just like how there's certain vibrations coming through my voice that is not something I'm consciously thinking like, oh, I need to go up a note, down a note, I need to hold this note, I need to say this or that. It's just a frequency that I'm really tapping into that's coming out in a form that actually accesses our subconscious rather than our conscious, because our conscious mind is like, what the f*** is that? What is that? That's not any language here on earth. And that's exactly it. It's really not, but it gets into our subconscious when we allow ourselves to receive this information. So I'm really excited for you. There's something that's going to blast off for you. You're really being called to use your gifts at this time, especially through your throat chakra, and your spirit is just like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And don't be surprised if you get some opportunities to, although there's not Pentacles energy here, there's some sort of financial abundance, but also an opportunity potentially for some of you to travel through expressing your gifts, through doing what has been on your heart for so long. And by actually doing it, there's going to be many, many opportunities that come through, and you will actually help other people deal with their devil on their shoulder as you have worked through this, and as you have really used the courage to push through self-limiting beliefs that you have been buying into previously. But that is really burning away with this fire that's lighting inside of you. Allow these messages to come through, allow these messages to download through, and holy shit, you're gonna be like flying high, baby. And I'm sending you so much love. I also want to let you know that I do personal reading, so I'll add some links below with other opportunities to work with me, and connect with me on Instagram. Send me any questions there as well. That's like my jam. I love Instagram. I know some of you have found me on Instagram, but anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow. Sending you so much love.